Okay, I'm picking back up with section 2.3, part B, and this is part 2 of the video. And we want to solve with fractions. So I did one in the prior video, and here's another one that's just a little bit harder. I want to solve 3/4 x equals 5/3. So remember what we did last time when we had the 2/5 sitting with the y, or being multiplied by the y. We multiplied by the reciprocal. And the reciprocal was just the 2/5 flipped over, and that's 5/2. So we're going to do the same thing here, and we are going to multiply by the reciprocal which, what is the reciprocal of 3/4? 4/3. So we're going to multiply both sides by 4/3. So let me rewrite that for you, and we'll solve it. Okay, so I've got and I'm multiplying both sides by 4/3. Okay. So looking along the diagonal here, both diagonals, I see numbers matching up, so I can cancel those out. So 4 can cancel, 4 can cancel. And then the 3's can go also. And what's left is just x on that left-hand side. On that right-hand side, do you see anything that matches up that I can cancel? On the diagonals, I have a 4 and a 3 and a 3 and a 5. 3 does not go into 4, 3 does not go into 5. Looking up and down, nothing else is really matching up. So do we remember when we multiply fractions, if I have nothing that can cancel out, I'm just going to multiply straight across. Let me write that up here. So I'm just going to multiply across. So 4 times 5 on the top is 20, and 3 times 3 along the bottom is 9. So x equals 20/9. So 20/9 is my solution. Okay. And they also give you in this section some other problems, and I just want to make sure that you can do a few of these. So what if it'll say solve, and here I'm solving for n. Last problem I was solving for x, now I'm solving for n. So let's see. What I want to do first is, can I combine any like terms on this left-hand side? Remember we talked about combining like terms? What's 7n minus 6n? Those n's match up. So what's 7n minus 6n? That's just 1n, or remember we said, I told you Hawks didn't like that, it's just an n. It means 1n. And I'm going to bring down the 13 and the equal 22. Okay, now this looks like one of the problems I did in 2-3 part A. So I'm adding 13. What's the opposite of adding 13 to both sides? Well, I'm going to subtract 13 from both sides. What I do to one side, I need to do to the other. So it equals out. So these 13s go. 13 minus 13 is 0. So I am left with n equals on the left. And what's 22 minus 13? Let's see. I need to borrow and make this a 12. So 12 minus 3 is 9, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So n is 9. So 9 is my solution. Let's try another one like that. Make sure we got it. And what if I had something like this? 10n minus 11n equals 20 minus 14. What if I had something like that to solve? And again, I'm solving for n, just like the last problem. So on this left side, I've got like terms, right? Because I have 10 n's and 11 n's. What's 10 minus 11? Or what's 10n minus 11n? I've got a positive and a negative. I subtract that, and remember the sign goes to whoever has more positives or negatives, and this answer is going to be negative because there's more negatives with the 11 than the 10. So this is going to give me negative 1n or negative n. I'm going to put the 1 in this time because it'll help me a little bit. So what's 20 minus 14 on the right side? 20 minus 14 is just 6. So now I have a problem like we've been doing in 2-3 part B, where I've got a negative 1 times some number, and that'll get me equal to 6. So what am I going to do to both sides? If I'm multiplying by negative 1, remember I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. Okay? So these negative 1s are going to go. And I'm going to be left with just n. And what's 6 divided by negative 1? What does n equal? 6 divided by negative 1 is negative 6. So my answer is, or my solution is, n equals negative 6. So that's it for 2.3 part B. Try the homework in Hawks and let me know if you have any questions.